Yo, what is up guys, it's Ryan and back with another video, and today we got a special one. We're at Six Flags St. Louis for opening weekend. It's my first time ever at a Six Flags park, and we're with Brandon from Coasters Worldwide, Thomas and Jess from Coaster Media, wherever Jess went, and I don't even know where Austin went, but Cincy Bros Coasters is with us too, so it's going to be a great time. Oh, cannot wait to ride some more coasties. Hopefully this brings me up from 78 to I think about 90, so hopefully a good day is up upon us. I forgot to mention that it is Six Flags St. Louis's 50th anniversary this year, so it's pretty cool to be here on this opening day specifically. All the rides are testing as accordingly, and it looks like everything's going to open. So hopefully everything's running with at least 2 trains, because that would be really cool. But either way, we're super excited. So Austin, this is your first time here as well. What rides are you most looking forward to? I have a pretty good guess, but I'm gonna let you go first.
Because I love a good wooden coaster. I love something that beats you around. And it has similar trains to what Son of Beast had for a while, the fiberglass trains. I mean, Son of Beast had multiple, but it's something similar to that. But also Mr. Freeze. I'm really looking forward to that.
Pretty sure Mr. Freeze is the crown jewel of the park. Look at it. It looks awesome. If you're visiting Six Flags this 2021 season, at least at St. Louis, they have movable lockers for the whole day for $6. That, my friends, is an incredible deal. We are going to be starting our day on American Thunder, the GCI wooden coaster. American Thunder is going to be my 3rd GCI, the other 2 being Mystic Timbers at Kings Island and Thunderhead at Dollywood. So I'm excited to see how it compares to the others. Our first ride will be 4th and back row. Let's go!
Straight ladies and all out of here. Enjoy your ride on American Thunder.
Just got off my first ride on American Thunder, and I'm not going to go too hard on it because it's not even 50 degrees yet, and it's one of the first rides of the day, so naturally it's going to be running a little slow. But I can tell that it has potential to warm up and go really fast. I really like the layout. For a GCI to have floater air, that's actually kind of unique. I don't think I've ever felt floater air in a GCI before. Usually it's ejector. But I really like the layout. It's a good combination of twists and turns and air time. So yeah, I'm excited to get more rides on this later today, but for now, we're going to be heading to another roller coaster. Not sure which one just yet, though. Next up, we will be conquering Boomerang, the Vekoma Boomerang coaster. Just got off Boomerang, and that was actually pretty good in my opinion. The restraints, unlike Flying Cobra's, another Vekoma Boomerang, the only other one I've done, instead of having the wide Vekoma restraints, it has these arrow restraints, but they're a little different than the ones you see on Vortex. They have like these weird handles, and it actually gives you a little bit of space towards your thigh area. And when you go on the return trip backwards, it actually went a little bit slower, and that caught a ton of hang time. I'm out of breath because this park has a lot of hills and I'm out of shape. But man, the only problem with that coaster I had is when you go back from forwards to backwards, it like snaps back and it's very violent. Other than that, pretty smooth ride. I actually really liked it. Next up is Screaming Eagle. Soaring Eagle is a PTC wooden roller coaster, as you can see here. And it is pretty darn big. It kind of reminds me of Racer, but looks even bigger. And it looks pretty awesome, so I can't wait to ride it.
Enjoy your ride on the Screaming Eagle.
So me and Brandon just got off 2 Screaming Eagle rides, one in the back row and one in the front row. And both experiences were pretty similar. It honestly felt like a slightly faster version of Racer. Nothing insane airtime wise, but for an old coaster, it's fun, it's pretty smooth, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, just like earlier with American Thunder, it is pretty cold out, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that as the weather warms up and the more rides run, it'll warm up. There's not a huge contrast between front and back row, believe it or not, with airtime. It is slightly faster in the back since it pulls you more, but they're about the same. I recommend any seat. They're all great. This seat, there's 2 seats per car. That's what I'm saying. And you're gonna sit in the wheel seat no matter what. It's pretty comfortable. Mr. Freeze is testing. Who's excited to hopefully ride it? Yay, Jess is. All right, so we got Drew here. Woo! And we're waiting outside of Mr. Freeze, waiting for it to open up. Would you like to introduce your medias and channels?
I'm Airtime Drew on Instagram, Twitter. I have a YouTube, but I don't really use it. So, but yeah, mostly Instagram and Twitter.
All right, let's go ride this kick butt coaster. One of my top bucket list coasters. Here we go. Riding with Drew. First ride's gonna be in row 5, right in the middle, so we're gonna get a pretty balanced ride for our first ride. And hopefully the line won't get too long, and maybe we can rewrite it when we get off. We'll see. But I'm super excited to get on. Oh my gosh. I haven't been this excited in a long time, so I'm pretty happy. I just got off my first ride on Mr. Freeze, and holy crap, that was incredible. I didn't even know where I was going. It's super intense, it's super fast, it's super smooth. I can only imagine the more rides it'll run and cycle, and the warmer it gets, the faster and faster it'll go. But right now, it's probably in the top 15 easily, maybe in the top 10. Hopefully we can ride it more, but what just happened?
So we had a fault, I guess a fault. Ride broke down when we got back to the station, so we stopped early and just waited, chilled for like 10 minutes. It was great.
Yeah, so for all of you who complain that these rides have a duration issue, we just got a 10-minute ride on it. Didn't really go anywhere, but it was still a 10-minute ride. I'm kidding, but yeah, it's a really great ride, and I really can't wait for that to open back up. I mean, what are the odds that the ride literally just opens back up? They send 3 trains. I'm on the 3rd of 3 trains, and then, oh, it's testing. It's testing. Dare I say another word? Well, my luck keeps on running. It looked like it opened back up for 1 second. It sent an empty train and then a train with people on it. And I got footage of that train with people on it. And then it appears that it's possibly broken down again. Oh yeah, it's definitely broken down again. There's people waiting outside the ride. Dude, we're getting so lucky today.
We are, really, honestly.
A few minutes later.
Boss finally opened, so we're gonna ride it. I don't care where we ride the first time because I want to make sure I get the credit first. There used to be a part of a helix on this ride, but they removed the helix and put this part in. They literally just left it standing but took the track off. Boss is a CCI wooden coaster, Custom Coasters International, and they have created other rides such as Legend, Raven, and many other wooden coasters across the wood.
122-foot drop. Enjoy your ride. Welcome back, everybody. How was your ride? Awesome. Once the ride comes to a full and complete stop, you can push down, pull up on your lap bar, exit towards me, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Six Flags.
So, Boss was very painful, but actually pretty good, but I gotta give it another try because it was really shaky, and I just want to give it another chance. We are in line for Batman the Ride.
And we're getting on it now.
And we got flash passes because this place is crowded. So with a season pass for $60, I highly recommend it. Let's go! Thanks to our flash pass, we only waited about 2 minutes for this. And it's our first ride on a Batman clone. Are you excited?
Let's get it.
Heck yeah. I love being in inverts, so I'm super excited for this one. Batman the freaking ride. Holy crap. That was intense. How was that?
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, first ever ride. Batman clone, pretty cool.
Super intense, super whippy. I'm dead serious. That might be my favorite invert. I know. That probably sounds crazy and delusional, knowing that I've done Montu, Raptor, Banshee, and Afterburn. But that was an incredible ride, and I want to re-ride this so many times because, wow, holy crap. It's just so fast and whippy. It's non-stop, element after element, gray out, speed. It's pretty darn smooth, barely any headbanging at all. I really like this ride. Next up is Ninja. The aerodynamics looping coaster is one of the few left. Super excited to ride this one as well. All right, let me film this clip. Okay. All right, so I'll meet you at Freeze. It's always gotta be your way. Ninja was really good actually. Like, I've done now 5 aero loopers and it's dead set at number 3. It's not as good as Vortex and Tennessee Tornado, but it is better than Carolina Cyclone and Corkscrew, in my opinion. I really like that ride. Hopefully I can get on it a couple more times. Ninja's drop is so weird. Like, if you guys ever rode Vortex and Tennessee Tornado, you know what that drop feels like. It's big, and you definitely swoop over it. But this is a way smaller drop, but it gives you a huge pop-up ejector going over that hill if you're sitting in the back like we were. Totally love that. Like I said before, totally love it. I do gotta be real though. It felt a lot like Vortex, and it makes me miss it a lot. Like, I really miss Vortex. Next up, we're riding River King Mine Train, the aerodynamics mine train. From an aero looper to an aero mine train. Let's go.
A few minutes later.
Well, it's definitely not Adventure Express, but it's pretty close. I like that ride. This ride is insane. I don't know what else to say. I think it's better than Top Thrill Dragster. It's definitely in my top 10. Holy crap, the hang time, the forces, the speed, it's so smooth. It's very comfortable. It's a really thrilling experience. I love this thing. I absolutely love this coaster so much. Hey Thomas, what did we just do?
Making ourselves sick on Mr. Freeze like 4 times.
Front row.
Okay, so I ride the one over Texas. I used to ride the one over Texas all the time. Also, this one is the opposite direction, so my brain is like not used to it. Also, I've never been like able to marathon it that fast because we're getting off and literally hopping right back on because it waits 3 minutes for us. So when we sit down, just do it. We're getting on it so much the guests in the line are getting really mad.
Yes.
That we keep hopping on, but we're doing it legit. We're
Yeah,
waiting.
it's legal.
It's legal. Like, we're ready to go right now, but we're waiting because we need to take a break because we're about to.
How's the front row though?
Good.
Just like the POV, right?
Yeah, for some reason this Mr. Freeze isn't as good to me. Like, the other one I feel it's more fun, but I think it's only me because I'm attached to the other one for some reason.
Yeah,
It's the same ride.
First time rider here, this thing is freaking awesome. Get to St. Louis, ride this thing, ride the other rides. This park is awesome. After 5 consecutive rides on Mr. Freeze, we're gonna knock out Boss and give it another try. Hopefully it's better than my first ride. So Boss round 2, I have the same exact verdict. I feel bad because it's got such a strong layout, but the ride is so darn janky rough. Like, it shakes you so much. Like, I'm trying to think, I think it was the boating school episode of SpongeBob where they're driving across the rocks and they're just going, "Ugh." That's literally how you can describe this ride. Your brain, like, you can feel it. I mean, it feels like hemorrhaging in your brain. Sorry, I can't speak. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that ride. I like the layout though. I think, I don't know what I think. I don't hate it, but it's just rough, really rough. It's a 1 an hour type thing. Definitely don't marathon that. At least I don't personally recommend it. Time to do Pandemonium, the spinning coaster. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I know absolutely nothing about this ride as to who it was made by or when it was opened. So, still gonna enjoy it. So, Pandemonium?
Yeah, so I rode the one I think is in like over Texas or one of the Texas parks, and I think this one's a lot better. And but the airtime, I like the last 2 little hills is like just crazy. Like I just feel like this. I know it's a small ride, but I feel like it's just like underrated.
Oh yeah, it definitely. What'd you think?
Oh yeah, it's a great ride. The whole ride's really fun, the free spin. And then at the end you get like a bonus spin. You just spin throughout the brake run, so that's pretty neat.
Oh yeah, legit. That is in my top 25 now, and that thing is so awesome. Like, even just sitting there in the brake run, we were just dizzy, spinning like crazy. To be honest, it was so good we just rode it twice actually. So we rode it twice. I forgot to mention that. You do get really dizzy when you get off, so keep that in mind when you ride it. Fun ride. All right, we're taking a 3rd ride on Screaming Eagle. I think this is the furthest towards the back we've rode it in today, if memory serves me correct.
It's not the very bad.
You excited to ride?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's warmed up from earlier. Maybe it'll be better. I'm not sure. So that was my third and final ride of Screamin' Eagle. And wow, that was actually a lot better than this morning. I definitely enjoy it more than Boss, just because it's a lot more comfortable. Both have pretty darn good layouts, and it's definitely my favorite PTC I've ever done. Really enjoy this coaster. Now I believe I'm gonna do Batman, American Thunder a couple times, and finish the night off on Mr. Freeze. We have about 35 minutes to do that. We'll see what happens. Maybe we have to tweak that a bit, but that's the goal for me. So update, it's 6:27 p.m. and we are going to do American Thunder a few times. We don't have time to run across the park and grab Batman again, unfortunately. However, tomorrow is Sunday morning, which means a lot of people are going to be in church. So hopefully, when we get here in the morning, it won't be as busy and I can sneak in a Batman ride, because I really want to get another one. Maybe two if I'm really, really lucky, because it's a really awesome ride. And I really want to see if I truly like it more than the other inverts, because so far, I think I do. Update, we're doing Mr. Freeze because it's on the way. So it makes more sense to hit that up first instead of going all the way to American Thunder and then Freeze. It's currently 6:50. We have 10 minutes to get to American Thunder. The coaster enthusiast rushing begins. Allegedly, it is possible they could close the queue early. Let's hope that does not happen, because I want to ride it warmed up. Also, I forgot to mention it. Of all 7 rides I had today, that is the most hang time I've had in the top hat of the whole day. So, that's a win in my book. That's a good last Mr. Freeze ride for the day. That was awesome. Hopefully my American Thunder ride is just as good. No! Security's there, so I don't know if we're gonna be allowed in. It looks like... Oh, thank God. Thankfully, the regular queue is still open, so we're still gonna get our last ride. Yes! Hey, Cedar Fair, you should be more like Six Flags and play like the Peanuts in line instead of Fun TV. Six Flags has got you beat here. They're playing Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes. I mean, no disrespect there either. I just think that's a good suggestion. I think a lot of people would be pleased by that. Our last ride of the day is going to be as far back as we're allowed to go. Let's see how much it's warmed up. I'm excited. Let's go! Unfortunately, it is time to say goodbye to our Flash Passes. But this is a memory I will never forget. I'm dead serious. That was awesome. Totally worth the buck. This is going to conclude an epic first day at Six Flags St. Louis and my first Six Flags park. Wow.
Woo!
Had so much fun, and I am so excited to get back here tomorrow, get some more filming done, and get the rest of the vlogging done. What a great time. God bless you all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to keep God number one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. We'll see you guys next time here at Christian Coasters. We make epic coaster vlogs and videos. Peace.